Thanks for being here. The Montana State postgame press conference. Cam Humphrey, quarterback, Justin Ford, and Coach Hauk. Please raise your hand for questions afterwards. We'll pass the microphone along. Coach, we'll start with you. Congratulations on a good win. Your initial thoughts after beating the rival.
Yeah. Well, first of all, I'm really happy for our players. Thought it was a great team win. I thought we had a great week of preparation leading up to the game. I thought the tenor and the temperament of our football team was perfect, and we went out and played a really nice football game. Very proud of them for, we're done with week 11 now, and we've had to fight through a lot of things, and to be 9-2, and I think deserving one of the top 4 seeds in the playoff picture is quite an accomplishment considering what we've been through. So anyway, back to today. It was a good win over a good football team. They're very well coached. They're sound in everything they do, and it's a good win for our team, certainly to get that one and get our 9th win of the season.
Questions?
Coach, this place was rocking, but when you score on the second play of the game, how much momentum does that give you? And you guys basically carried the momentum the whole game.
We did. I mean, that's the art of it, is carrying it. I don't think early scores really generally swing a game one way or another, but it's sure beats the hell out of being down 7-0.
Justin, I just wanted to ask you that really big fake field goal, you returned it back. I guess what was going through your head as you walked in the end zone on that one?
Yeah, first it was a great play by Joe, getting it down. And then I just made sure, because last time, if you guys remember, against Dixie State, I picked up with one hand and kind of took it wild. So I just made sure I got both hands on it and just get in the end zone like that was the main
This guy
objective.
can take coaching.
Awesome. Cam, Montana State has such a strong pass rush, but you seem to stand in there and fire even when you were getting hit. So what were you seeing in the pocket, and how were you able to make the throws today?
Yeah, I mean, you said it. They have a great or a good front for sure. And going into this game, I knew that I was going to have to stand in there. And when you stay in the pocket, you're bound to take some shots. And I was ready for that. I knew that I needed to do that to get us to move the ball down the field. And I felt like I did a decent job at it today.
And Coach, that's a league-leading rushing attack, but you guys did not let them look like that. So what was the key to the rush defense today?
First of all, it starts with tackling. We're good tacklers. Thought we got them on the ground really well. Obviously, we beat some blocks, both interior and on the perimeter, and then we swarmed to the ball. Our defense plays really hard, and they didn't handle our rush defense.
Probably that touchdown pass to Junior Bergen, obviously the second play of the game, so probably something you guys had scripted up before the game.
Yes.
Why were you confident? What did you think the potential on
Well,
that play was?
I mean, we're confident in every play call. That's why we put them in the plan. So some of them work, some of them don't. That one worked pretty good.
Can you just talk about the decision to put Junior back there at punt return, and he broke off 3 big returns? So just your initial evaluation of how he did it.
Well, the decision, and we don't really want Robbie doing it, as I've mentioned a couple hundred times, but having Junior back there, we need somebody that can catch it. Hopefully somebody that can do something with it. And the punt return unit did a great job today. I don't know what he averaged, but it was a lot. They had a hard time getting him on the ground.
Coach, the crowd was electric today. The atmosphere was huge. How big of an impact does that have on your team and the way y'all play?
Well, it was awesome. I mean, as I've mentioned a couple times too, we've probably played better on the road this year, in general. But our stadium was awesome, and as I've also mentioned, I'd rather play every dang game right here at home because, our fans love us and we love them, and it's pretty cool when it's like that.
Cam, Justin, how would you guys maybe just describe what it was like playing in that game and bringing the trophy back to Missoula?
It was surreal, for sure. I mean, I've been here for a handful of years now, and, it's been unfortunate that it hasn't gone our way in the past. So to see it go our way and in a dominant fashion like it was really exciting, and I couldn't have drawn it up any better.
Yes, that question. What was the attendance today? 27,000? Cool. Awesome. Hope they're all back here in 2 weeks.
This is my first kind of rivalry game between the two teams. So for me, it was great. I'm just bringing in the experience. Like you said, our fans are great. So I'm like, the atmosphere was electric, and we just came away with the W, and that's the end goal. It was great.
Even from when he was walking out of the tunnel, Bobby, for his senior day, Jace Lewis looked like he was ready to go. So can you talk about him and just his play today?
Yeah, Jace, he played really hard today. He's such a, he just bleeds maroon and silver. He wants the Grizz to win badly every time he steps out there, and I thought his effort level today was terrific.
There was a couple different sequences in this game where there was a couple Class B guys, Class C guys making plays. So you're a small-town guy too. What do you think of small-town guys stepping up in this game?
Well, over the 2 times here, we've had a lot of guys from small-town Montana become big-time players at this university, and I always have an affinity for walk-ons and those guys from small-town Montana. Not that I don't love the guy on either side of me here today, because neither one of them's from Montana, and neither one of them's a walk-on or from a small town. But the small-town Montana kids are what are the foundation of this program, and it's always exciting to me to see them get a chance and make some plays. Mark Mariani was here. I wish we could have of course, Junior did a pretty good job. We didn't need him.
Cam, we already asked Bobby about the second play from scrimmage to Junior. Can you tell me about the route, if you knew going into the play call that it might work like it did? Just take me through it.
Yeah, I mean, we sure planned for it to work like that. Coach Rosenbad did a great job dialing that one up. We were hoping that they were going to jump into cover 2, and they did. And, when I saw that, all I knew is that I needed to put it there and let them go make a play on it. And, Junior did the rest.
That was exciting.
That was freaking cool.
Who asked that question? That was exciting. Yeah, Colt, you asked it, didn't you?
Bobby, just
this seems like 3 days ago to me. I died 1,000 deaths between that play and right now, but that was exciting. And it was loud. Way loud. So, anyway.
Seeing just a former MSU signee make some of the biggest plays for you in this game, how can you just describe kind of that dynamic?
Well, we don't really think of it that way, but I guess now that you asked the question, we're glad he figured it out. Liked having him on our side.
Coach, I don't know how much this season Justin has really kind of traveled with the wide receiver. Maybe just talk about, Lance McCutcheon came in leading the Big Sky Conference in yards, and you kind of had him matched up with him pretty much the entire game. Maybe just speak to his performance today.
Yeah, we it's just kind of game planning. Week in, week out, we do some different things, and one of those was to match him up to that side, and I thought that Justin did a really good job today. I haven't had a time to digest this, but I think they threw it to him 9 times. He had 3 catches for 30 yards, so probably if I look at the stat sheet, I'd say Justin did a pretty dang good job today. Yeah, we won. Everybody did a good job, right?
Just general thoughts on your defensive performance, too, overall keeping them out of rhythm for most of the game.
Well, this is it's so hard to quantify what's the best ever, in anything that just gets thrown around a lot in the sports world in particular. But I'd be hard-pressed to name a Montana defense that was ever as good as this one, and maybe not. It might not be close. This is a great defense. They play together. They have great understanding, and they play kind of mean. And they're good tacklers. They're good coverage guys. They get off blocks. They run to the ball, and it was a really nice performance by them today.
Following up on the defense, you held them to just 204 yards today. How impressed were you with them? Or by now, do you just kind of simply expect it from these guys?
Well, I don't know. Every time I expect something, it doesn't happen. So I don't know. But we count on our defense. I mean, we're at the end of November, and we know our team and how to play the game around our strengths, and our defense is really good, and that lends itself to managing the game a bit, picking your times where you want to do certain things, and picking your times where you want to play field position a little more, because they aren't going to give up much, as was evidenced today and has been evidenced all year.
I know every win counts the same in the standings, but does this one weigh a little different for your team and the state?
Yeah, this one's the big one. I mean, this is the most important one. As I always say, at the University of Montana, we're expected to beat everybody we play, but this one's of those 11 games, this is the most important.
How do you now manage this going forward with the bye expected to have next week? I mean, to keep the momentum going forward from this game.
Well, we've got to, like everything else, we have a schedule that's constructed for game next week or no game next week. So moving forward without a game, we've got a plan for that. It'll be some film study, some weightlifting, a lot of turkey on Thursday, and we'll get back to work next weekend.
I don't think I've seen those hats before. Were you guys waiting to break those out for after this one?
Go ahead.
Yeah, they actually just showed up in our locker. Friday. Yeah, we're pretty fired up to wear them, so as you can tell.
Justin, since this is the first one you've played in, as the clock's winding down, the offensive line goes over the truck to get the trophy. What's your perspective? What are you thinking as they're carrying the trophy around the field?
Yeah, the feeling was amazing. I kind of told some of the guys I had a great feeling about the game before it even happened. We expect to win every game we play, and it just so happened, like Coach said, this is just the biggest one out of the 11, so it was great to get the win.
And Cam, same thing for you. I mean, just in the post game and singing the fight song and all that, what was it like for you as a senior?
Oh, man, it was amazing. I kind of touched on it in an earlier question, but, seeing it not go our way the last couple of years, and then it's swinging our way the way it did. It's pretty surreal, and it was awesome.
And Justin, being far away from home, I know you probably got to know a lot of these guys from Montana pretty well, but a couple of the guys on your defense are some of the best guys from in-state. So how much did you just talk to Jace Lewis, Patrick O'Connell, guys like that? What did you think of their performance kind of leading you guys today?
Yeah, I always call them guys the fire. Like, they get us started. I play with a lot of energy, and I feel like our defense in a whole plays with a lot of energy. And it kind of comes from our coach, to be honest. We love playing for him, and that's kind of – we have a period throughout the week where he's scout team quarterback dotting us up, and that kind of brings the fire, too. He's talking trash to us. That's just how we play, man.
Talking about me?
Yeah.
Talking trash?
Yeah,
I come in
just
and talking to the quarterbacks, too.
Coach, obviously, you've got a lot of football left.
Hope.
And this is just, hopefully, but it's just one game. But you've been in a lot of these games. What does it mean to you, or if you could talk about what it means to you, to send out your seniors with a win in this particular game?
Well, we it's always bittersweet. We introduce our seniors. This is the last scheduled home game, and like I said, we love our guys. I love this football team. I don't want this season to end. Obviously, at some point, it will come to an end. I hope we can extend it for a long time, but I'm very happy for our seniors. I told them in the locker room, happy for our seniors, happy for our team to get this win today. Taves, I'm actually kind of fun today. You probably ought to let it go.
You said
I got parking lot to get to.
You said at the start you thought you guys were deserving of a top 4 seed. I'm curious your reasoning why.
We're good.
Anything beyond that? Anything specific?
Doesn't have to be anything beyond that. We're good.
Everyone.
All right, thanks, guys.